Every morning, you can find Trey Wertz working on his game at Carolina Courts and Indian Trail. The goal, to stay ready. Waiting for a call to try out for an NBA team that could come at any time. Trey might not hear his name called tonight in the draft, but his journey that started on these very courts years ago is far from over.
Coming out here every weekend, all day long, coaching, playing all the best teams in the city. This is kind of where he made his name, was in Carolina Courts, years ago.
If there's one person who you can trust to know who the best teams in the city were and are, it's Trey's father, Langston Wertz, a sports reporter for the Charlotte Observer since 1988. He's covered it all in his 35 years on the beat, and as soon as Trey was old enough, he got to tag along.
He's my best friend. And, we grew up together. I used to take him everywhere with me.
I mean, I was with him all the time, just traveling. When he would go to high school, football and basketball games. So, I mean, I had traveled with him up and down the city, the state.
As Trey got older, it became clear that he would be a star. Langston lobbied his bosses at the Observer to move to the high school beat. That's not to say it was always easy.
I was able to control my schedule. If he had a game, I always made sure I could go to his game. I missed a couple, but I saw a lot of them. We were in Charlotte one time, and a lady was taking pictures of me. I'm cheering for my kid, right? And she's taking pictures of me, and I walk over to her after the game and say, "Why are you taking pictures of me? You're cheering. You're the newspaper guy, you're cheering." I was like, "But my son is playing."
And so at Trey's games, Langston found himself watching and sitting on his hands to keep from cheering.
And I just want to go crazy, but I can't. I have to hold it all in. So I would get home, and he'd come home, and I used to bear hug him, hit him in the chest, "Dad, get off of me," and that kind of stuff. So yeah, it was difficult, but it was fun at the same time.
One game in particular was the most difficult.
I think the one moment that really stood out was our state championship game. He was on press row, but he couldn't interview any of us.
Roy Williams sitting over there, and NC State coach there, Clemson coach is there, and the gym is packed.
And I ended up being the quote-unquote MVP of the game.
I've seen so many people get to celebrate, winning state championships, ACC championships, Super Bowl championships, Final Four wins, and to see your kid on that level, not the same level as the professionals, but on the highest level of high school basketball.
He won't say he cried, but he cried. And I think that was kind of the only time I'd ever seen him kind of show emotion at the game, because he just couldn't.
I just became overcome with emotion, because I've seen other guys be the guy in the big moment, but here's my guy being the guy in the big moment. And I'm just sitting there I can't cheer, but after the game, it just hit me.
For someone who has spent his career capturing moments for others, now Langston had one he'll never forget.
I hope I'm creating memories for people. He certainly created a memory for me, so I hope that I've been able to do that for other people, but it was just so emotional, and it just made me think, this is why people watch the news and read the paper.
The ending to Trey's story hasn't yet been written. He'll fight to make an NBA roster this summer, perhaps play professionally overseas, but he will continue to make memories for his family.
I just think, your goal as a parent, I think, is always to give your kid the best opportunity you can give them, and just hope they take your name and go out there and do right by you. So I think just to know that I was able to go out and do that, I think is really cool.
He took us on a great journey, man. The whole basketball journey with him has just been phenomenal. I couldn't imagine anything better.